Kopama is training and is preparing himself. Unless I forget, Enzo Maresca press conference will kick off by 1 p.m. today. So definitely, I will come back here to analyze everything the young man have said, players that will be available and the ones that won't be available. But if peradventure Kopama, which we are going to be talking about, is going to be available, will you want Maresca to start Kopama in a game like this, like the Arsenal versus Chelsea game? Do you want him to be introduced in that game from the start, or is something that they need to bring him from the side, like second half or 10 minutes to go?
It's a very, very tough question to answer. And the truth is, we've not seen much of Kopama this season. Other teams have not also seen much of Kopama. So I would just presume that we are going to see a different Parma. We're going to see a different Parma. But the question is if we should start him. For me, it depends on the kind of tactics Maresca wants to play. I love the way we played against Barcelona. But just like I said, Barcelona is different from Arsenal. Arsenal will not be like Barcelona. The thing is, who are we putting out for the striker? If we have a good player playing up front for us, I think Parma can start. Parma can start. There's no issue with Parma starting because we know of his creativity as long as he's okay and he's fit. So in that case, it just depends on the type of striker that will be starting. For me, I would just suggest that we should start João Pedro as a striker for that game. Start João Pedro as a striker for that game, and then play your Parma, of course, Esteval. I've said that Esteval deserves to start games.
Just leave
yes,
all
but
those people. Just leave all those people. I'm just talking about Parma.
Yeah, Parma. Yes, exactly. So for me, I think he deserves. I think he needs to start. He needs to start the game because
don't you think if Parma should start this game, the rhythms and the way we flow with games without him will change?
The thing is, Chelsea has not really been flowing with a good number 10 because João Pedro has been playing much of there. It's just probably the backer game where maybe Enzo Fernandez played that 10. Everybody was like, oh, we played very well. You understand? So Parma is the 10. When he comes back, he's the person that's supposed to be there. And that class is still there. So for me, I would want him to start the game. I would want him to start the game. It's as simple as that. It's Arsenal we are playing, guy. Come on. Arsenal, they might not really know what to expect from Kopama. They might not really know how to mark him out. Yes, because Kopama is coming back as a new player. That's the way I see it.
Okay.
As a new player. Right now, there are other players that, in Chelsea where our opponent will want to say, okay, let us mark this person out, like Caicedo, like Esteval, even Garnacho, Cucurella. All those players are players that some of our opponents will want to say, okay, let us silence them. If we can silence them, we can silence Chelsea. But I love what I heard. I don't know whether it was a rumor or just an inside talk or just small talk. Like Chelsea just doesn't want to make it a Parma team or an Esteval team. They want to have, even if it's 6 to 7 of the kind of Parma or 6 to 7 of the kind of Esteval. These are things these are what I've been shouting, I've been clamoring for. Don't build a team on one part on a particular player.
Exactly.
If out of 11 players are starting in Chelsea, 8 are in form, you will see the best of Chelsea. And I've been saying this thing ever since. So for me, to answer to your question, Parma should start the game.
All right. Congratulations to our children. Congratulations to our partner club, Strasbourg. They beat Crystal Palace yesterday.
They don't understand the children when you talk.
2-1. 2-1. Beautiful goal by Emegha, assist by Diego Moreda. I'm talking about Emegha.
Emanuel
Emegha. How do you see that young lad? Do you think that energy that he's using in the France League and also in the conference, when it comes to Chelsea, do you think that energy will be there?
Well, we cannot bank on that because if you go back to history, we know how high it is with strikers and Chelsea. There is no striker we've bought that was not doing well in their previous club.
Hmm.
You understand? The answer to this question is that to play for Chelsea, you need to have a superior mentality. You need to have a very strong mindset.
Superior.
You need to have a very strong mindset because apart from the fact that okay, you can play, it's not just you knowing how to play. Can you play for Chelsea? I'm not talking about the system or tactics now. Can you play for Chelsea? Can you withstand the pressure? But on the other hand, most of the players we brought in from the French league in history, they've done well. At least, let me say, out of 100%, like 70% of them came out as legends. In the person of Didier Drogba, Cesar Azpilicueta, Eden Hazard, what's this other guys? Peter Cech. They all bought from the French league, and they turned out to be legends of the club. So, Emanuel Emegha, I don't think he's ready. I don't think he's ready for Chelsea, a club like Chelsea. I think when he begins to play in the big stages, we can have a discourse about that. But for now, Emegha, I love what he's doing. I love the way he's playing. He can become the next Drogba. Yes, exactly.
Which one is the big stage? He's already playing for the League One.
I'm not talking about League One now. I'm talking about the Champions League. You won't bring narrative now. No. You won't bring narrative. I'm talking about the Champions League. You understand? And even the people that are playing the Premier League, where we still buy. How is their performance? You can see that we are complaining of Joao Pedro now. We are still complaining a little bit about what's his name, Delap. So for me, let him just calm down and then just build himself. Like I said, playing the Champions League and performing very well, getting more exposure, getting more experience, that can make you to be ready to play for a club like Chelsea. But for now, I love what he's doing. I appreciate him, but no. For Chelsea, no. For now, no.
All right. For some days now, we have been glamoring this player, Estevao. There's one player that will be arriving this summer, and that's next year.
Yeah.
And we have not really been talking much about him. Talking about Giovanni Quenda, another electrifying winger.
I don't know. Well, it's funny because one of my mind is going to the fact that okay, there was a time at Chelsea where we had players like Oscar, Hazard, Willian. So I think Mata too. In one team, we are indestructible. We are a force to reckon with. This has been my dream. But on the other mind, I'm like, will it work?
That is Quenda.
Yes. Will it work? Because we've seen a lot of talented players come to Chelsea. For their former club, they ball, they play. But when they come to Chelsea,
Just few
of them that makes it. And I wish, my prayer is that, I want to be positive. My prayer is that it works. Because if it works, this thing I'm saying now of having so many players to rely on in the team will be there. You understand? And definitely, Garnacho and Gittins will not be sleeping and be looking at Quenda to come and take their place. They will be up and doing, definitely. So I can imagine how sweet it would be like to see Chelsea next season if all of these players are right on track. Quenda comes in and he begins to play this exact same thing he's doing at Sporting now. He replicates it at Chelsea. Then we have Estevao, we have Palmer, we have Gittins, we have Garnacho. Just imagine how the team will be like. But the question is, can it work? And I hope it works for me. I'm looking forward to seeing him.
All right. I guess that will be all when it comes to talking about Chelsea. Maresca press conference will be coming. And I'll come back here to talk about it. And also the Premier League preview and predictions. We'll be dropping that also. And lest I forget, do you see Estevao to be nominated? If he continues in this way, do you see him being nominated for the Ballon d'Or?
You've answered your question. He answered your question.
Okay, that's
he say if he's playing, if he continues to play like this, do you see him nominated? Why won't he be nominated if he continues to play like this in form? So you just answered your question yourself.
But we have seen players that have good record and yet they're not being nominated.
Then that means they need to close down.
We saw it last season.
well, we have you have a point actually, but this Caicedo talk. I'm just looking at the way the people are neglecting him. They are bringing him out of the picture, and each time people neglect Caicedo, he always gives them a reason to like eat their words back. You understand? But for Estevao, now this is the difference. PRO is on Estevao. PRO is not on Caicedo as much as we want the PRO to be on him. You understand? So Estevao will definitely make it there. I was scared at first because his Premier League is playing. I always tell people that if Estevao was playing in the Spanish La Liga or let me say the German Bundesliga, bro,
Fire.
by now, that guy should be hitting like 100 dribbles, at most 15 goals by now.
You're trying to say. You're trying to say.
Of course, the Premier League
is.
the Premier League is more intense. So that one not be. We need to hide them. It's certified. The Premier League is more intense than other leagues. You understand? For a young boy that just coming up,
And he's already making wave in the league.
coming to his national team, he's starting games, he's scoring goals. So, bro, for me, he's already there. He's already in that nomination for me.
All right. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. My name is Peters.
And my name is Big Dave.